Man, y'all give it up. Got the first black House minority leader. First leader in the Senate of Congress at all.
Went in today.
Hakeem Jeffries.
Hakeem Jeffries.
Minority. Yeah, minority leader in the House, Democrat in New York. He replacing Nancy Pelosi.
Mm-hmm.
So big up to him. The woman that won mayor now in Los Angeles against the billionaire.
Right.
Is a sister.
Yep.
I can't call her name right now.
All I gotta know, she's just short hair and brown skin.
But ain't it something, man? 2022, we still saying even with regard to politics, the first black this, first black that.
First black interim coach at Auburn. You know, just all kind of first black, and it's 2022, man. Yep. Still can't get a black head coach permanently at a big school like that in the SEC, but maybe it's coming one day.
And we're trying to have a black senator in Georgia, but white football player Herschel Walker is.
I don't even know why this thing's close.
Run off with it.
I don't even know how it's close, man. But last week I thought we had a good shot at winning it, but now, man, it's tight. A lot tighter than I would want it to be.
I think he's done a lot for the economy because he paid for I don't know how many abortions. That put money back into the economy. So here's a man that said America's spending billions cleaning the air and China takes the air. You got to do shit. He messed up and said erection instead of election the other day.
Yeah, and couldn't say accolades.
Couldn't say accolades. And he said America is the greatest country in the United States.
Yes. And they still vote for him, man. Like, I just wish Warnock would be a little bit more aggressive on some stuff. Like, really.
Hold on, man. I live in America.
Huh?
I live in America. My America is the greatest country in the United States. Now, come on, now.
That's what he said.
That's what he said, man.
Don't do me like that. Ain't that
America the greatest state in the United States?
And guess who was stupid before him? When Donald Trump said, "I didn't know Puerto Rico was United States."
Yeah, he went over there and speak to the president.
Yeah, he wants to speak.
Yeah, like, dude, it's you.
Yeah.
Now throw me these paper towels so I can throw them out to everybody.
Right.
Erections and erections.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, I don't know. Georgia, come on. Georgia, come on. That's all I had to say.
You voted already?
But we speak a lot on what black people can say and can't do and empower and not empower. But do you agree that if you're going to move up to that next echelon of power in this country, you got to kiss some ass? You got to sit down at some tables
I think there's another route.
Can I finish? You got to sit down at some tables that,
This nigga here.
you know, other people think you shouldn't be down there to get to that level. When you sit down with the Buffetts of the world and, that room where
There's a difference between kissing ass
the alumni.
Using some common sense and extending some common courtesy.
Hold on. I've been hearing y'all argue all night.
No, it's just been
about
you
that
talking.
common sense area of it.
Right.
And that's the main thing, common sense.
Right.
Common sense tell you if you want to make money in this country, you got to do what they do. Us they do, or how they do. Now, you can make money not doing that, but you ain't gonna be in the position of power.
So
you're not gonna be in the position of prestige.
Hold on, I don't know.
You're not gonna be in a position of making any differences. Obama was the president. He said to the American people, "Yeah, I'm the president, but I have no power to do anything I want to do."
No president does.
No president. So whoever else get in office is not going to have that power.
Okay.
Whoever else get in office is not going to have that power other than the power that the people he elected for to do right for. The rest of us going to be the same way we are, man. The same way we are. So I'm looking for somebody to tell me, we vote, you win, you still get nothing. You vote, you lose, you still get nothing.
So what you saying? Why
what
vote?
I'm saying is, why is it that we have to ask to be an equal when we should be an equal?
I don't think we have to ask.
Well, that's what the affirmative action was.
Which they're trying to get rid of.
Why, if we do the same way you can do, why we need affirmative action to ask you for the same amount of money that you're making?
I don't think we have to ask.
Even with the women, the women were doing work and they like, you ain't worried to get paid what a man get paid, the whole nine. And so I'm saying in this country,
you have to,
where is there a president or anybody
finished,
else in politics that had the plight of the people?
Still not finished.
well, you got to demand change. It's just like ain't nobody going. Now I'm gonna say this in defense of white people who are running this country.
I mean, there's some
If you
on our
think,
side.
if I ain't even gonna say black people.
Right.
If I was running things here, the reason revolutions are necessary, nobody in power, no oppressor is going to voluntarily relinquish his power.
Right.
How stupid could you be?
Right.
If I was running things here, I wouldn't give a damn what y'all said. I would be trying.
You'd be Putin.
I'd be trying to stay on top. So that's why revolutions are necessary. So you said, why is affirmative action and all the different steps taken? Because you got to fight, man. Because ain't nobody going to voluntarily say, you know what,
Go ahead.
You right. I ain't
Right.
treat you right. Here,
Right. Has there
half,
ever- yeah.
here half of my money.
Has there ever been a situation where a parent's been like, I'm totally okay with my child telling me what to do? That's never happened. The power structure doesn't work like that.
Not for
So
black people, but for white people.
Well, that's funny. And they dogs.
It's
So let me ask
crazy
you
you
this.
said
Give
that.
me a second, Bo.
It's
Give me a
crazy you
second.
said that.
Because you touched on this, and you were talking for such a long time. And
Oh my God!
I
Not
just
the way
wanted
you
to-
be going.
I have to stop you there. He was not talking that long. He was pouting for 5 minutes. Like a bitch.
But when you started speaking so eloquently, I think that you addressed how do we change it, right? And we have to play the game, right? We got to play the game. Because the game's going on, and white people are running this. They're running this game. They're running the whole board. Do you not feel that, because we all know that money runs everything, do you not feel that if black people focus their finances into lobbying and trying to manipulate the system with their ownership and their property and their wealth, do you think that things might change if we focused more so on the green of things and less on the culture and the struggle of things?
Black people have been speaking this equality thing for 400 years.
No.
We've been asking for that for even during slavery. We asked to be treated the same. We're past all that,
No,
brother.
no,
I'm
I'm
saying
not- no,
the
I'm not
white
talking about-
person, the
I'm not
white
talking
people
about
in
requesting,
the white
though.
people in power, still to this day, of all the things we advocated for, they don't hear it.
No.
They don't hear it.
Bo, I'm not talking about.
So as a black person, you need to start to survive. You need to learn how to
Bo,
survive,
I'm
man.
not talking about.
Well, you ain't
what
talking
our-
shit. What
I'm
I'm saying,
not talking
you
about
ain't
our
saying
social
shit.
structure or the things that we're asking about.
You ain't saying nothing.
There was Oklahoma. We had the wealth. We had Black Wall Street.
I
They
said all
burned
that's
it.
been passed over, dog. They done did all that. They killed them, bombed them.
What I'm telling
you gonna do tomorrow?
What I'm telling you is, Bo.
What can you
never
do
mind.
tomorrow
I'm
to
done.
make a
I don't
difference,
want
Tim? I'm asking you, if you had the power in your hand, if you was the president or the
Honestly-
prime minister or the whoever of America, tomorrow, if it was in your
Realistically,
hand, what would you do
I'm
to
trying
make
to
black
answer
people
so
better
badly.
in
I really
America?
want to answer. So honestly,
I got an answer.
so
I
Bo,
definitely got
honestly,
an answer for
Bo,
that.
based on
So
what
like
you,
what the Jews did, they stuck together, and you
No, he
know,
didn't say that. Hold on,
they
DC, that's
pulled
you.
themselves up.
He ain't that smart.
And we haven't stayed. We fallen for the oldest trick in the book, divide and conquer. That's like they be telling you, think for yourself.
Yeah.
All black people shouldn't
Pull
be
your boots,
Democrat.
pull yourself
That's
up by the bootstrap.
So if half of the black people are Republicans and the other half are Democrats,
It's a wash.
now what happened with your vote?
wash.
It's a wash.
It's a wash.
Don't fall for the dumbest shit in the book.
Yeah.
Like they created affirmative action, that's good, but then they threw women in there. So then they could hire a black woman and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And now the black women, now you can't tell them a damn thing at home because they making more money than you.
so DC,
And
so
I'm
DC, when you think of it,
I'm gonna tell you what black people don't realize in America. Hold on. Let me tell you what black people don't realize in America. You
What
can
don't
vote
we
all
all?
day, all you want to. What black people realize in America is that it's called majority rule. majority rule.
That's what
If I get
supposedly
in,
democracy is.
All of them.
But they got a
It's a
curveball
supposed-
in that
no.
in America.
It's a majority rule.
Donald Trump lost the popular vote.
Right.
See, that's why they got all these tricks. That's why they threw in there. That's why
The
they
Electoral
threw
College.
in
Pop in
there the
electoral.
electoral college.
College.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
And that's why they
else.
manage districts and
in
they
this,
zone.
in this so-called hypocrisy of a democracy.
right.
The reason they don't want the Mexicans coming over here, because overwhelmingly most of them become Democrats.
Right.
The reason they try to keep the minorities separate and mad at each other is because if all the minorities stuck together,
Yeah.
they would be
The
in
minority.
So let me ask you
Right.
this, DC. Do
Well,
you
it's a
feel
whole
that?
world.
do you-
This was a whole lot
majority rule.
of Mexicans
I would,
voting Republicans.
DC, do you feel that this philosophy that if the black community quit pouring so much money into the corporate and invested in one another, do you think that we've gone too far? Do you think that black people could change our spending habits to focus more so on our
Has
culture?
nothing to
Like
do
the-
with spending
what are you
habits
talking-
to
No,
me.
no. What are you talking
Can
about?
I
Is
say
the
this?
Jewish culture has
Can I-
made it
can
very
I-
clear that sticking together financially is clearly the way to win, and we don't stick together
They-
financially.
they-
You buy Jordans, you don't like.
They
Tim, can I
tell you
say-
that. They tell you that. But man, the bottom line is, it's no different than their money. You go in, they're gonna try to have us finance them. Hold on, I'll let you roll. They're gonna charge us at a different finance rate. It's proven that we don't get our houses and everything.
Redlining,
Price is
I
the
get
same
that,
thing
you're
like
right.
that. So my thing is, we don't do things to make them, our leaders, hold them accountable. I mean, we just sending how much, $39 billion over to Ukraine. Imagine what that would do for the black community over here. If we just decided to say, okay, out of just one war, let's just put this toward the black community and hire so many financial advisors and see what it do. Make financial advisors a college course. So my thing is, we want to sit there and say like we ain't together and all that. But no, man,
We
they
don't stick together, man.
We don't. How
How
many
can you
times
say
does
that
the
when we are
Chinese
the only
Stop,
demographic
Brian.
that started
Brian,
running
Brian,
institutions?
Brian, give me 1 second.
Only Democrat that
Brian,
started
give
what?
me a second.
No, we are the
Stop,
only
Brian.
demographic. No, you know, we started HBCUs.
Let me just give
so
you the.
don't
Let
tell
me
me we can't
let me
stick
give you
together.
the numbers.
And
Let me
he
give you
didn't
the
say
numbers right
he didn't
now.
say that we
Let me
can't
give
stick.
you
the
He
numbers.
didn't say that we
Everybody
can't.
stop.
Well,
Let me give you the
Tim,
numbers.
you gotta let everybody else get a little of this mic now,
Yeah.
King.
I'm just
He
saying.
didn't say that we can't stick together.
Uh-huh.
It said that we won't stick together. We can't. We do have the capabilities of doing it, but to Tim's point, we don't stick together. We don't, and just like we don't patronize ourselves the way we should. There's a whole lot of black businesses right here in Atlanta, but we do not patronize ourselves. We should not be struggling. It's enough money within our own community to where we can support ourselves. It is statistically said that the black dollar stays in the black community less than
Thank you.
24 hours.
Thank you, JJ. Thank you,
Less than
JJ.
24 hours.
That's what I was
So
getting
that is a fact that we do not patronize ourselves the way we
It is
should.
a
JJ, let me
proven
ask you
fact
this.
that
Let me
when
ask
we
you this.
go and
You
support-
being a business owner and a publisher and somebody that
it's terrible.
grinds on a regular basis, how frustrating is it to watch your homegirls who need help, who you're offering help, and you know that you can counsel, pay $1,200 for a Gucci bag, and then ask you for a discount on one of your books or one of your seminars?
It's very
It's
frustrating.
It's frustrating.
Very,
Can I-
I said
can I
frustrating.
speak?
Very frustrating.
on,
Very
bro.
frustrating
Can I
because you.
speak?
And the first thing that they say is, "I don't got no money." You got money for what you want to have money for.
And that's
It's simple. It's right in people's faces that we don't recognize it. When I say majority rule, I mean majority rule. When you listen to the black radio station in your urban community, all you hear is the truck lady, the accident lady, how you call. Now what? You got an accident? Call such such. All the radio, all the ads are accident commercials, right? Am I right or wrong?
right.
Am I right or wrong?
Right,
Okay.
right.
This is how simple it is because now the local networks are not local anymore. They're corporate. So you got Ricky Smiley, you got Steve Harvey shows. They're corporate shows. So your local Atlanta
syndicated.
commercial
Yeah.
businesses can't even advertise on there.
I
They can't
just-
afford it. So now you got 103 and 104. I'm just breaking it down to a simple form here in Atlanta. 103 and 104. So they got the local advertisement, all right? But when it comes to the world, 85% of the world don't hear black people at all, because when you get outside of the urban areas in America, up there in northern Western America, Montana and all that,
Midwest.
they don't hear.
I just don't see when you got businesses like the Slutty Vegan.
So when you advertise, hold on. When you advertise on TV, so you got to pay corporate. If you're a local store, you got to pay corporate prices. You can't afford it.
The difference.
So you don't hear it. We can't
So-
afford to compete in that area. What
No,
we got to realize
even
is
so.
black
Listen,
people.
man.
You got to do in the markets that you're big in, which is the 10, which is the Big 10. You everybody know Philadelphia, LA's, and everything, and all Chicago.
Yeah.
And we got to do big numbers there to survive in this country. We have to do big numbers there to survive, because the rest of the country, we overpopulated. We cannot compete in numbers when it comes to voting.
We don't have
The
to do
population
big
is not
numbers.
there for us, so we got to win them votes over somehow. We got to win with the right person to win them votes over.
It ain't
Because
about.
they don't know of us. They don't.
So can I ask
Brian, I hear
everybody-
you say this slutty
deal with
vegan, and salute to that queen, because she definitely doing her thing.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
you got to remember, when you go in there, it is just as many white people in that line as it is black people
we
in that
can't sit
line.
there and say we don't support you. Can't have it both ways. What I'm saying is, like, when we as black entrepreneurs start out on our own business and stuff, man, the thing that we're faced under stress, not that we don't support, is that sometimes we gotta hold our budget so tight. A white person start a business, man, and then go back to that same bank after they fall on their face and probably get a bigger loan. We're just operating a
So let
different
me-
deck.
so-
And I just don't like. I mean, I know we got our problems as a people, but you still talking about, are we supposed to be feeling subservient to a same community that produced some of the most serial killers, some of the most school shooters and stuff, as if they're better than us? I don't think it is, man, that right now, and I don't know if we can do anything about it, they just control all of the money,
But-
regardless of
So-
what we do.
If they gave black people
They meaning Juju?
White.
They meaning
the white. The white
I'm
power
just
factor.
saying,
I'm saying,
white
who
people.
you
I'm
calling
just saying
that?
white people. I'm just saying Jews in a sense, they have enough money some kind of way when they stick together, they can make certain people pay for what they do.
The statistics say that the Jew dollar stay in
That
their
come right
community
there.
30 days before it circulates out.
DC, black people can't survive in America without all the other races.
We
We
have.
can't get gas. No.
Oh, you saying without all the other reasons?
The Indians own the gas stations now. So when you gonna if they say we ain't serving the black people, you can't get no gas. The Asians got the restaurants.
Who do you mean?
Even the black people who own restaurants, the property is owned by somebody else.
So-
if they
don't
shut you
buy
off,
us off, we can survive. We got
Can
a
I-
black man
can
that
I-
commuted that made
Where
a
you
car.
gonna cook in your truck?
They got a black man that made a car that
You
runs
gonna
off
cook
of
food off
RF
your truck?
frequencies. They got a black man that made a car that runs off of water. We got a
Exactly.
black woman. We got a black woman
Exactly.
fighting for
So,
cancer.
let
So
me
don't
ask
sit
you-
there and say we can't survive.
Peanuts.
without
Can I-
them.
that's
can
the
I-
few.
We can't survive
That's the
without
few.
us.
Can I-
And we need to
I love that.
understand
I love that fact. You know about the
Can
guy
I-
with the water.
That's
But
what I'm
the Indian
saying.
done got the gas. You can't get to the water without gas.
What you mean you can't get to the water? without
Indian
gas?
on the gas
He
station.
found out. No.
The Indian on the gas station.
All that's wrong.
The
Stop.
Indian on the gas station. He said, I ain't serving you niggas. I want to serve the Indian and white folks. You can't go cook your barbecue because you can't get there. You know what I'm saying?
Can I?
And now
can
let's
chop
go to
down
the
the
food.
tree.
Let's go to the food. Let's go to the food.
Yeah, let's go to the food.
How many local grocery stores in your area owned by black people?
In
You
my
can't eat
area,
without them. You can't get gas without them.
What you mean I can't get gas without them?
You can't get gas without any people. They own all the gas stations now.
Dude, it's what I call legs. And
You gonna
then
walk? You gonna walk all the way from here to
I
Newnan?
ain't gotta
do
walk
in
nowhere. All
Mississippi.
thing I gotta do is walk out, find a plot of dirt that nobody can claim, and then eventually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be able to grow something and everything. And there's a lot of water around. They don't own no water.
So you one of them smart niggas got your own land that you could grow on. But what about
God's
the people
water.
in the projects?
Hey, look, man.
What about us living in apartments?
All I'm
So
saying
we're gonna
is-
come, all this gonna
What are you
feed off of
talking
your
about?
land?
I live in
Okay.
one.
Can I? May I?
I'm talking about.
I'm just saying.
I'm not even talking about the
I'm
land.
just
I'm talking
saying.
about just from a perspective.
I'm just
of a
saying,
guy
all
who's
over this
educated,
country,
what I
anywhere
would
you drive, it's an Indian on a gas station. So if the Indian say, I'm gonna shut all these niggas down, no blunts, nothing, I'm gonna shut
So how they gonna
down.
eat? How they gonna eat?
Can I ask?
Oh.
How they gonna eat? I'm just asking. How
I'm
the
saying,
Indians gonna eat?
that's what I'm saying.
'Cause
They
we
gonna eat.
spending money,
They gonna eat
how they gonna
because
eat?
if they charge you $5 for the blunt,
No.
they gonna eat.
You just said we
If
ain't
they
going
charge
down
you
there.
$20 for the
So how
gas,
they gonna eat?
They gonna eat.
How that gas station gonna say open if we ain't coming here spending money?
Well, you got to.
You gonna have to.
All right, hold on.
We gotta do nothing.
So, after that amazing debate between Alabama and Mississippi, I was wondering,
Come on,
has
fam
anybody
base.
has anybody here in this room ever done the actual black challenge? Like, do you think you can pull off the black challenge where you only shop black and only spend on black businesses?
Well, first of all, I beg black. That's why I speak strongly.
Stop.
No, you answer the question.
I haven't finished. I haven't
okay,
finished.
Go
I haven't
ahead.
finished.
Go ahead.
Be perfect.
Have you ever tried the black challenge where
Black
you have
Star
only
shit.
shopped and only given your money to black businesses as an individual? Have you ever tried the challenge?
No, but
You can't
I
finish it.
mean,
You can't compete because eventually you have to, because as much as you talk about these things that we own,
what do you mean?
the actuality of it is that we don't have a
How long
Whole
you talking?
Foods, we don't have a Sprout.
You
we
don't.
have a
The reason you don't want to do that, man. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm like I said, I'm not kissing nobody's ass, but 40-something million black folk in the country, 300 and something million not black folk. So when you start talking about catering or doing business only with your own people, that means that the other 300 and something.
right.
So I'm not arguing that we should alienate ourselves from the rest of America. I'm arguing that it ought to be equally, the opportunities and so
Exactly.
forth ought to be equally distributed, and that you should, but now in defense of some people, because I mean, my tolerance level when it comes to the plight of my people is higher probably than it should be, but there is no doubt. I go into some black restaurants and man, you would think you work for them,
right.
you know.
We've all
So,
been through that, right? You have that moment where you go,
your own people.
right? You be like,
Right.
I like to support black folks, but you know these drinks be high and this be, you know, how, we've all had that
Hold on,
moment.
hold on. I ain't saying that.
I hate young black people at fast food, but that's not a fact. That's not a black establishment. Them
Oh, you
just
just
the
seen
niggas
that- you
that
just
work
seen
there.
that as
That ain't-
guaranteed me.
That's
Okay,
not a
okay.
black-owned establishment. That's just the people who work in that black place a lot
Hold
of
on,
times.
hold on. Let me just clarify something. I'm not saying I'm against black people owning their own shit. I'm saying it's far in between that you go to somewhere that's not owned by us. Everything we go into is owned by somebody else. That's what I'm
not
saying.
everything, but a lot.
I mean, not.
But we
DC,
only 12% of
DC.
America's population.
That's what I'm saying, DC. That's what I'm saying.
So how
I
much
see what you're
of the
saying, DC.
businesses?
I see what you're saying, DC.
If we own 12%, if we 12% of the population,
Population.
what percentage of the businesses you think we?
1%,
You even said
1%.
85%.
Redline
You said 85% of the country. We not
409 head
That's what I'm
start.
saying. I'm saying it ain't a bad.
85%, we still, that would leave 15%. We not even 15% of the
We not
population.
none of that. That's
So
what I'm
I
saying.
don't believe in preaching this
But-
total alienation from
No, I'm
everybody.
not
you do-
saying
but
that.
you don't
But
believe
see,
in-
that's not- hold on. I want to clarify that. I'm not saying that. But the reality is, that's the numbers. We don't own like they own. I'm not saying alienate nobody. I got to go in there every day and get my damn gas, food, and everything.
That's true.
Yes,
So
but
I'm not saying you can't alienate them because I'm saying right now in this country, black people can't survive without them. And whatever they charge us, that's what we got to pay.
They can't
What'd you
survive
say,
without
Wade
us.
Ball?
But at the same time, people go out of their way for Amish products every day. People go, but like, I'm gonna buy some Amish bread or Amish jam or whatever. It's a whole line of Amish furniture and stuff that people go out their way to go get that Amish stuff. Them Amish people ain't.
And
So
I
we can
guarantee
cater to
you,
ourselves and still sell to the rest
I
of the world.
guarantee you, more white folk buy soul food
No.
than black folk buy zucchini.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm not gonna get out on that train and say, well, you know, black folk only support black folk.
Well, in Montana,
White
I don't
folk only
think. I don't
support
think.
We
white
can
folk.
only
I
support
don't think
black
it's-
people
I don't-
and
hold on.
still sell to
Hold on.
everybody. You
Hold
can
on.
still have a personal goal to
I
spend
know
with
for a
your
fact.
people first.
But I mean,
been-
I know some products, and I think black folk, if they own
Fat
something, they
Max.
gotta step it up and make the product competitive.
Right.
Have you been to
I
Black
agree.
Wall Street?
Black products do cost more. Black everything black costs more except the drugs.
is
Black
hard.
drugs is cheaper.
Black jugs are cheaper.
But everything else black seem like it costs more. You right.
Because we don't own, we leasing. When you lease, you got to charge more. When you own, you can pay less.
And we can't afford
You
to
know what I'm
buy in the quantity,
And they're not going to sell us.
quantity
They're
that
not going
they
to sell
buy
us the
in.
spot. They're not going to sell a black restaurant the spot. They're going to lease it to you. So when you leasing, you're not winning. When you owning, you can afford to make more money than when you're leasing. So that's, and then another thing is, I'm saying this because when you go into Montana and Utah and all the places, ain't no soul food restaurant. You can't find no goddamn soul food restaurant.
It be
I done been on tours.
Yeah, they are.
I've been on comedy tours, and I've asked the concierge, the hotel, and everybody where I get soul food. There's a Sizzlers. There's a, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no black owned. If it is, they can't afford to even be on the goddamn map to even advertise themselves. You got to find somebody to know. Oh man, go around the corner over there. Lady got a truck. Sell out the truck. What I'm saying, man, the population that we make up in America, it's gonna be hard for us to so-called call shots.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you,
we can't do that.
And it's also a proven fact. It's also a proven fact.
Only your urban areas.
It's also a proven fact because Wells Fargo has a program for black, well, they said minorities, but black people and minorities to buy homes. It is a known fact that their finance is higher for black people than it is for unblack people.
redlining.
They just had what was it, last month, 2 months ago? Wells Fargo released a program that's specifically for black people and brown people because of that fact. That's a known fact. So they make the playing field harder for us. So when you go into the stores and you see that the product is 5 cents more or 10 cents more, that's because we are not getting the same deals that the other ones are getting. The stuff that we buy is going to be higher for us
because
they make it
our
harder
value
for us.
is less in the world.
So what's the solution?
Hold on, please. Black people
learned from a man.
Hold on, let's be real.
No,
black
I can't
people,
keep holding on for you, man. I learned from somebody a long time ago, about 4 years ago. He told me that niggas want Land Rovers, but they don't want land. And you know who said that? You know who said that? You know who said that? I had never seen a black person. I was raised by a single black mother who worked a bunch of jobs, all that American story, blah, blah, blah. I'd never seen a black man just have land and farms and fish and access to whatever he wanted to do no matter what. And seeing that as a black male in America and understanding that that's a different direction is one thing. You don't want to invest in the black community. You don't feel like our dollar can turn over like the Chinese and the Jews and the Greeks and every other culture that proves that it works. That's one thing. But if you can't understand that property and stability and consistency win in this world, well, then you're losing. Because you can not like whatever you like and be upset with whatever you want, but if you on that bullshit and you're moving every different way and you got a bunch of other plans, it doesn't work. And I learned that in 30 seconds from a grown-ass man.
So
Well,
when,
Tim,
when,
to
so
your
when black
point-
man and his family had all that land and now they're suing it because whites took it back in the day or they wanted to have something like you said, redlining. Man, don't pretend like our people don't know it's great to have land and know say what now?
taxes.
Either taxes
Somebody
or they
didn't
was
pay
gonna
the
take it
taxes.
anyway. That's all it was.
No.
They're raising the taxes.
I'm gonna tell you why. Whoever name they living
If they're
in,
taking away jobs the way they did and
how it
sending them
works?
up north or sending them overseas and stuff, how you gonna pay for it? You think people? Oh, no. You asking the question.
No. Here.
What are you
Hold on.
talking about? So
Pat,
you
hey,
think- I don't
hey,
feel
Brian.
agree
Brian.
because-
Let's talk about
Don't Brian.
No,
You
your
guys
name's
always-
Brian. Let me talk to you.
No, because I let you talk, and I heard everything you said, and the way you come off, and I know what you mean, but the way we come off, it's like y'all got like niggas are just ignorant.
My family was in the flower business for over 75 years. The first black flower shop where my folks are from.
Good for you.
Okay, so I know what it's like when black folk don't patronize your businesses and things of that nature. I know all those struggles. So what you're talking about, some of it is true, but some of it you got to be realistic and understand, man. That
This is America.
Some of our people are not taught to patronize each other.
That's right.
Some of our people are not taught to
That's
do
right.
that,
Y'all just-
and they
y'all
don't. So,
Let 'em talk.
what you're saying, you can live that fantasy life.
I
but it
just
doesn't
told you
work
about
like
something
that.
I
They didn't come
learned.
and take nothing. They don't redline, and you got a nice house. So you know what?
They
You
can
gotta
take
bring
from
that
some, but they
paper
can't
over
take
here.
from everybody.
Brian,
man. They
all the
can't.
time, bro.
They're not
What you
taking
talking
from me.
Brian, I just told you about a story I learned 4 years ago. This didn't happen to me when I was a kid. I learned this 4 years ago. I didn't have this.
Happened in Birmingham
I
recently.
didn't have this information 4 years ago, and just hearing it changed my perspective.
Can I speak? Can I
But
speak?
what I'm
Please,
saying
no.
is,
Can I speak?
But what I'm saying, hold on a second. But what I'm saying is, where we're talking, it's like black folks just got to get on the ball and we losing it on that. No, man, we don't have stuff taken. You can watch the show Judas and the Messiah. Guys, our leaders like Huey P. Newton, they have done things to like set people
Exactly.
back. So why are we sitting here acting like we just close in this thing?
I got a question. Well, go ahead, Bo, and then I'm going to ask my
I want to speak on what she was saying. Now, Wells Fargo is giving houses away to people, right? But guess what they're giving away right now? The mortgage rate is terrible. The mortgage rate is higher than that. And now they doing it for black people. Like you
we
get a
give
deal.
each
You
other
get a
$300,000
deal.
'cause they gonna make
but
money.
right now, real estate in the worst position it's ever
we
been
gonna give
in.
your house is $300,000 and you can't pay for it.
They
We'll
gonna
get it back.
They come black people now and take advantage of that, and they know it.
So have you?
They gonna give you that, and now they gonna come back and get it from you.
Have you?
when it turn around?
Have you done what you preaching? You support black business?
Oh, DC, brother.
Not
yes.
Black and Miles,
Huh?
black business.
Yes.
You support black businesses
Yes,
even
bro.
if there's a black product that perhaps is not as good as a white product, you'll go just because the person black.
I do that.
No, it ain't that.
I've done it.
It ain't that. It's a white or black product. If it's a good product,
Just
it's
food.
by a black person. I support it. Like the pea cup. I brought it here.
Oh, no.
What do you think about?
Hold on. You said that right?
Yeah.
I brought that the ladies pea cup in here. Remember?
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
It's #1 seller in the country right now.
Okay.
They went to the trade show, and they won #1 at the trade show
Okay.
with the video that I made for them. And they were #1. Now they in 5 magazines.
Did you go to a HBCU?
No, I went to.
He went to
I
Mississippi
went-
MIT.
You go to a HBCU, man?
Yes,
I did.
Alabama State.
I did. I went to a school that wasn't even accredited. I didn't know it till later on.
DeVry.
But I paid money to go to the school, but I learned a little bit of technology.
Unaccredited black school,
It
unaccredited.
was
DeVry
unaccredited white
High.
school.
Is there a DeVry High School? DeVry High School.
Okay.
It was like
So
something like
if
that.
you just, because it's black, that's all you gonna hate it. You cannot say that. When you look at all of the football players, I'm all about HBCU. I went to one, but it is a fact, brother. If you look at it going to the NFL or anything like that,
Yeah.
you're gonna get more exposed,
Right.
and you're gonna make more money
Right.
if you go to certain schools. That's
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
fact.
If you go to a Power
That's
Five.
just
So-
the way it is.
you
So
go
I'm
to a-
a different. I'm a kind
So
of an
if
exception to
Deion
the rule.
Sanders this year get a player out of his program
He will.
to go to the pro to get
He
some
will.
big money, do that dismiss that theory?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Because you know what
It's
you
only
just
one.
asked?
It's only one.
You know what you just asked?
He just
If
won.
he gets one.
If he gets
There's
one.
going to be some go from Georgia.
Yeah.
There's going to be some go from
Ohio.
Alabama. And we sitting up here debating
Yeah.
about if he gets one.
If he gets one.
But can I say this? And I got to say this, Tim, from a sports standpoint, and you're right now, DC. But before then, before you start putting out scouts and NFL is making money, most of your Hall of Famers are from HBCUs. But then they started. Hey,
All
we
right.
gotta bring
And let me
it
tell you.
back.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you about
I'm
that.
with you.
Now, what does it say that when fewer black players were getting an opportunity, but more of them are in the Hall of Fame? That says they had to be better than
Oh, yes.
the average white guy
Yes.
to even get the shot.
Yeah, 10
so
times
that
better.
proves my
Yeah.
point. So that ain't
better.
That ain't sense.
But now they're
Yeah,
giving
it does.
these endorsement deals.
It proves his point.
No,
Yes,
it proves
no,
my
it proves-
point.
it
It
proves
proves
his
my
point.
point.
And
It
then
proves
we're-
my point
right.
because the average white guy can play in the league, but he's not going to the Hall of Fame. For a black person back then, it's predominantly black. Now, to get in there, he had to be the top.
No, I was saying
Well,
players from HBCUs.
He had to
yeah.
be at the top.
But-
And now what they've done with this
Hold
endorsement
on,
law, this endorsement
Right.
law
Ooh.
that lets college players
You mean
get
NILs?
endorsement money, I think there ought to be a law
National
where
Image
a
and Likeness.
certain percentage of that money has to go to HBCUs. Otherwise, why would a guy go to HBCU and know he ain't gonna get no endorsement deal? We can go to Georgia and get $1 million, man.
Whoa.
Well, they
Great
like that,
argument,
though.
and I understand what you're
The playground is equal
Now I
now.
got to
But
stop you
based-
right there.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm telling you wrong.
When you
right
go to
there.
HBCUs, and stuff, if that kid is standing out, when they say NIL, it's any company that can get it. Now, does maybe Georgia or Alabama might have somebody that's going to get paid a little bit more, like your quarterback? Now, Georgia's got a couple guys that are very unique, but you got some guys at some HBCUs right now.
Right.
You got Santa's son making a lot of money.
So then
Listen,
think about
man.
You got a Santa's son making a lot of money.
And marketing is based on exposure.
Right.
And you are not going to see, when you seen Morehouse on TV playing, you're not going to get no HBC.
Right. Ain't nobody trying to see that. Right.
Get no major.
Right. Can't no niggas
You're
running
not gonna
heels.
get the exposure.
I agree
Anybody,
with you on that, but I'm
ain't nobody
saying-
running no route in heels.
Well, let me put it like, hold on. Let me go back to this.
No.
Let me go back to this then. Since you said that, that's because the big colleges, the big fives, they get 65 to 70% of their alumni come back to support the team. Now, the HBCU, they say it's less than 7% come back and support the college.
I'm not gonna say
So
that.
now-
They
so
come
now
back.
there
you go.
They come back. They just don't have the money.
So the
to put in
opportunity,
like that.
the opportunity is there,
No.
but the support is not
So
there.
let me ask you
I don't
this.
say that every homecoming and
So,
custom and stuff.
you went to-
I didn't make this up.
Oh, yes, you did. You just made it up.
Deion Sanders said that.
So what now?
He said that
Tim
the
crazy.
big colleges,
Deion said it must be.
65%
true.
of the college alumni that graduate from there come back and support the college.
I think
Yeah.
I think that's reversed.
of the alumni that graduate from the HBCUs actually come back and support the
So can I
school
tell you? Can I
on
tell
a
you
regular
this?
basis. On a regular basis.
I think
On a
that's
regular
reversed.
basis.
I went
On the
to
regular-
university.
I went to this.
Don't wave it around. Talk to him.
You look like you fade football. You the T-boy or something. You got the T off the field.
Just don't listen to him. Just speak.
You on, how you?
You know,
No, I'm retired. I'm retired from the NFL.
yeah.
I played at Auburn, and if you go to Auburn in any of those big schools, you are gonna get a shit ton more of exposure.
I'm telling you, man.
And I say all this to say that the NIL deal is a little sweeter. One of my friends who played with me during my time at Auburn is a coach there now, and he expressed that it's real hard to recruit because these kids are getting $650
Yeah, exactly.
right now.
Exactly.
So I understand what you're saying about the black schools. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
But you need Deion.
We got to catch
It's
up.
gonna take some time.
Yeah, you
Even
gotta
with
catch up.
Deion,
You need 5
Deion, catch
Deion.
up.
You need 5 or 6 Deion.
there won't be no more Deion.
Right.
No, it won't be that because Deion is his own thing.
Deion,
We just got to take what
I'm
Deion
gonna
is
be honest
doing
with you.
and model ourselves after.
Deion doing this shit, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But Deion loved Deion.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what.
So
I
Ain't no hater looking out for his son.
I ain't no hater now.
Yeah.
And I love what he's doing.
Yeah.
But this shit just pushed Deion to a whole.
So now, based on that, commentary,
They
give me a second.
don't speak about
Two or
Eddie
three more years, he's gone.
George. They don't speak about Hugh Jackson. They don't speak about none of them other coaches.
So
Just Deion.
based-
You can say all that you want by pulling yourself up, and here's a boy Saturday, head coach
Jeff
in
Saturday,
Indianapolis,
yeah, of
and
Indianapolis.
Oh, I know,
never
it's terrible.
coached in
Oh, I know.
college or the
Oh, it
pro.
was definitely.
So let me
privileged.
ask you this: based
Trent
on
Dilfer about to be head coach at UAB.
Pass up all the black assistants.
So, am I correct?
now, please,
Am I correct?
based on your commentary,
Am I correct? Am I saying it's about the market you in and about the people who support you?
Yeah.
So it's always
I
been
agree with
done
that.
by the
It's always
boosters.
the
It's always
market
been
you
done
in.
by
I
the
agree with
boosters
that.
already.
But you gotta understand what we're trying to fix is some shit they've been
Doing
This
already.
is old construction.
Right.
This motherfucker. This shit has been fixed for a while.
Right.
The only way to fix these constructs, all these constructs y'all was talking about, us not buying from each other, us not working. You got to start with the children.
Yeah.
That's what
it.
Jews do. Jews teach their little kids well what they teach them how to work, how to make money, how to save.
Yep.
That's the reason why we're jealous of Jews.
That's
Because
fair.
they figured the shit out.
right?
It don't start with them.
And then the black people that do figure it out. Let me speak,
The
please.
Marcus Curry.
The black people that do figure it out. Then you have some that become jealous. To your point, my family comes from a family of entrepreneurs. However, it is hurtful to see your community part support you and part simply don't support you because they are jealous because you figured out. Some of us have figured it out. Some of us do raise our children to be leaders. Some of us do raise our children to be entrepreneurs. Some of us do raise our children to think outside of the box and be millionaires and be the lenders and
You don't
not
have
the
to deal with that
borrowers.
shit.
But then you have those
That's part of the walk.
Exactly.
What's going on, Tim?
So DeMarcus, so SEC. That's basically that's basically fucking NFL light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
small.
NFL light.
Closest.
That's the privilege of being.
the closest you get to it.
That's
It's
the
small NFL.
privilege as being as close as you can get, right? So now you have Deion in this position, and we all know Deion is this super athlete, this amazing kind of event. Former super athlete. Now he's got terrible leg issues. He's got a whole thing. But now he's transcended into this coach thing. He's Coach Prime now. He's not even Deion. He's not Prime Time. He's Coach Prime.
Mm-hmm.
So because Deion loves Deion so much, and football is football, when we talk about these offers that Deion gets, because everybody's talking about where's Deion going to go now.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he's done this at Jackson State, it's been 2 years. Where is he going to go now?
He better stay
Now,
where he at.
now, Deion's got this real nice
to the
philosophy. Oh my gosh, we've been listening to you talk for a whole hour. So Deion's got this whole philosophy. Now, does it help or hurt him? Does it show that black coaches can grow by moving on, or does he help the HBCU by staying?
I feel like he needs to stay for a little longer.
Yes.
Now, he would be a damn fool if he just plants himself in these HBCU.
Right.
But
He needs to stay
I
longer.
feel like personally, if I was Deion, being a man and a coach, I'm gonna see my kids through this thing.
Oh, that's
Yes,
what
sir.
he's gonna do.
Yes, sir.
And I know that. And I know that personally.
That's
like
a cycle.
he's gonna stay there.
He gonna get the fuck on.
He has to.
Well,
But no, but he has to.
because
But what other coach don't? Don't just make it seem like it's Deion. He got
It ain't
no-
just Deion.
Yeah, that's all coaches. They leave.
well, because they're gonna look at him at the strength of schedule.
But he also
That's gonna
got-
be always
he's
his
also-
gripe. His strength of schedule gonna always be the
coaching has
gripe.
got to be about the fit. In certain places he can go, he ain't gonna be. There's gonna be some people that pay the checks. I'm like, man, I don't want to see no more of that. Give me my theme music stuff. You need to come in and coach and get some ball games. Because you take that Colorado job, at best you're gonna be 5-8, and they're like, hey man,
Oh,
don't
you
go
gonna
out there.
lose in that
Yeah.
big shit.
big
Yeah, you're gonna lose.
You gonna get- you
so
gonna
he
get-
needs to
Yes, sir.
understand, take care of his kids.
When he
Get out-
leave from now,
Right.
he finna suffer.
He needs
Yes,
to find
sir.
a spot. So that's all.
And
He
so
not finna
I
walk in
think
and
I'm
sleep.
like you, brother. He should stay there.
He gotta stay.
But it's always going to be the critique of strength of schedule. Until he beat a FBS school, he'll always be, oh, your strength of
The
schedule was
smart
weak.
thing- the smart
people
thing you
you're
do-
playing not
Let
that
me
weak.
say this in the
And
last 15
he
seconds.
said, I'm not going to play one of them big schools until I get my team
Well,
right.
and
I know
and that's his plan,
that
to a
big
degree.
school got 8 linemen and I got 4.
Well,
They got 10 defensive backs and I got 5.
Well, this-
I can't compete with them
this is
right
how
now.
he's gonna play it. He's gonna play in the Heritage Bowl one last time this year, and then next year he's gonna deny. He said, "I'm not going to the Heritage Bowl, which is the Black College Championship." He's gonna go because he should be deep enough and depth enough, and his sons and stuff
they
will be
will
mature
be.
enough. Yeah, they be deep enough with depth, and they can go play for the national championship. Once he-
Alcorn showed his
gets a
weakness. He
chance to
better
win,
play
like
better.
say like next year
He
if he
get a chance
fails,
to just play and do
if he
well.
gets there next year and loses, he got one more year to win it with Sun. So
Yeah.
he wants to have 2 shots at that thing. So I know he won't do the Heritage Bowl next year. So that's his plan in building up depth. Now getting to the point to my, hey, this is Jackson State. Let's go here and play Old Mississippi State. I don't know if you want to do that right now,
He
man.
doing
It
that.
just-
He
it
said
just-
that. I'm not doing that.
No. He not. He
Right.
He said
yeah.
that.
Can Deion get Jackson,
He said, I
Mississippi
ain't got
some
that
good
kind of, I
water?
ain't got that kind of beef
What's
right
that
now.
now?
Can Deion get Jackson, Mississippi some good water? Or are we just doing
He's
football?
He's
We
believe it
got
or
that,
not,
brother.
he
Hold on,
out there
hold on,
walking
hold on,
like he
hold
a
on. I'm
mayor.
Mississippi. Hold on, I'm
He's trying to
Mississippi.
hold on to everything.
I'm
but I'm gonna
Mississippi.
be honest.
Hold on.
Deion don't really give a. I
Bo
mean, he
getting
care,
mad.
but you gotta understand, he's still a man.
Hold on. I'm
And
Mississippi.
then he's a spotlight man. See,
We got
I played
one.
offensive line. We ain't give a fuck about the
I'm
spotlight.
Mississippi.
But receivers,
Let me see if I can
running
call.
backs,
Let me see if I can call Deion.
DBs, they love the spotlight.
Hit him up.
Hold on. Let me tell you something.
him up.
Black
I'm gonna
nigga.
see if he'll answer.
We got water. We got water. We good in Mississippi, okay? The tornado came through last night, dumped a lot of goddamn water. Fuck
no
you
good
talking about,
water.
nigga? We know how to survive. We niggas. We know how to survive.
Oh my
Get
God.
out of that shit.
There was a lot of talking going on before, and I really wanted to say this.
I appreciate you, brother.
And I was very
What
patient.
position you played? I remember your
Offensive
name.
tackle, offensive guard.
Tackle,
Okay.
I was a protector.
I think I run over you one time. But anyway, that's a whole nother
I
story.
promise to God that never happened. Very few did that. But in all, I really like what she was saying. And you were saying that you are teaching your kids to be exceptional and to, live by a set of rules. The only thing I can tell you is that is the mold, but you just gonna have to take the shit that come along with it.
Yeah.
The fact that they not gonna like you, they not gonna help you. My whole life, and my mama dropped out in 8th grade. She told me to go to the Air Force. And I told her to her face, Mom, that don't make sense. And me and her got into it just a little bit because I'm not disrespectful. I said, well, Mama, I'm going to try this thing, and if it don't work, I go to Air Force. Well, then I knew I had to fuck
To
people
apply
up.
yourself. To apply yourself.
I had no choice.
Yeah.
Right?
See, that's what
so
my
you
father
gotta
taught me.
understand, it comes along with what we got going on. People gonna hate you.
See.
They gonna try to what the lady said, despise you. She gonna they gonna try to destroy you, man. And
Look.
they gonna,
Father taught me growing up, right? He said, Bo, anything somebody else can do, you can do. If they're a doctor, they're a lawyer, or whatever. He said, as long as you apply
I can't be
yourself.
no doctor.
Except
Long as
for
you apply
spelling
yourself.
and walking.
As long as you apply yourself and learn everything you need to do in that form of
I
life.
say be all you can be, man.
Yeah.
This thing about, I'm gonna raise a millionaire is very unlikely.
Right.
But you raise a person that can live a productive life and be all they can be. Everybody can't be quarterback. Somebody got blocked for the man.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be.
That's
Just
right.
be all you can be. But this notion now that your child got to be a billionaire, that's first place. It ain't hardly gonna happen. It is not hardly gonna happen. They're gonna be a millionaire. But he still can have a successful and happy and productive life. So put that pressure on that child. I can't remember who it was talking about, I'm raising my children to be millionaires. You in for a big fucking rude awakening, because I'm not saying it won't happen, but the chances are slim. And for you to basically tell a child that's what you got to be, that's what you got, that's straight bullshit. I mean, you want everybody to be productive and be the best they can be, but everybody can't be quarterback. Everybody ain't gonna own a team. Everybody ain't gonna.
My boy said dime bags. He went to Dubai today, so he living good.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said dime bags. He went all the way to Dubai.
yeah. He's
I
doing
don't-
what he can do.
I don't think we trying to raise millionaires. We're just teaching them how to save.
Oh, I hear that said all the time.
Ooh.
All the time.
All the time.
I've heard it said. I hear it said all the time. I'm raising him. I'm telling him you got
You
to
should
be
make them a millionaire
You
before
got
they
to be-
leave here.
Huh?
You should make them a millionaire before you leave here. That's how I
not
look at this shit.
necessarily.
Well, that's how I'm looking at
Not
it.
necessarily, because and then when you say
Uh-oh.
that, you putting the money up there with everything. You got some rich fools, man. You got some rich
Yes.
assholes, man.
Yes, you right.
You got some. I mean, it's like it's all about the money. It just show if you got common sense or good sense, and you will make some money. Now, whether or not you gonna become a billionaire or not, that's very
You
unlikely.
can live
Well, I'm
comfortably.
not talking about billionaire. I'm talking about doing certain things to make sure they have a large
The
sum
work
of money
ethic and the
when I
concept
leave.
of right.
Like infinite insurance,
Well,
a trust program,
I
putting
think
away
it's
money in
more
annuities.
important to teach them how to work.
You right about
We
that.
all agree that
Teach them
education
how
is
to
key.
work now, because I ain't. And then you just talking. We already at a disadvantage money wise, because like they talk about all the professional football players, basketball players. I played baseball. That finish and have a whole lot of money, and then they lose it. Well,
Yeah.
we not coming from generations of wealth. So we coming from a background. My daddy ain't never had the kind of money I got. What the hell can he tell me? Other than some common sense and some principles. But he can't tell me. So I ain't mad at the young brother that makes a lot of money and then lose it all. It's sad, but I
Right.
ain't mad at it.
'Cause he got
I
to.
understand His mama didn't have his mom and dad didn't have that kind. What the hell they know about $100 million?
Can you imagine having to buy your daddy's civil rights baseball bat?
Yeah, I bought my
What,
dad.
nigga?
I bought my daddy's bat the other day, $300. But 75 back was 75 years old.
Well, you know, you got the richest people in America saying, "I'm not leaving my kids that kind of
I
money."
ain't leaving them one dime.
They're all drug addicts and opium
Warren
heads.
Buffett
Selfish.
said, I'm going to leave my kids enough to do anything they want and not enough to not do nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
what
that's
he said.
wisdom.
He said,
They
"I'll
need
live
to
enough money
work.
do whatever."
Yeah. I'm gonna ask
They
you
need to
something. You
work.
got
They
enough money
With
for
a
your kids.
$35,000 salary.
So right now, you got enough money for your kids to survive life and do everything, right?
Over time, it will be. I got a
do your
2-year-old.
kids? Do your kids have chores?
Yeah.
Oh, they
Okay.
kids. They might be
No, I'm saying, but a lot of people
Yeah, they got
with
chores.
money, the kids don't have chores. They don't clean up. They don't do nothing. They wake up, somebody cleaning up for them. They're doing everything for them. They don't have no responsibility in life.
What was a
If
series
you
of
raise
chores?
a child, right now, I don't care how much money you got. If you raise a child, we gotta close out. If you raise a child, if you don't give him no chores, he gonna never.
What kind of chores did you have as a child in Mississippi?
Son, I would clean. That's too
Oh,
much.
he
for
worked
me to
that
tell.
farm now. I'm a witness to that.
I clean so much. I did so much work. You would be white. To put it like that.
It's
Wow.
not.
He worked that farm.
I would work.
gotta give
I
you-
would work your ass off, boy.
Yeah, he worked
But
that
if you
farm.
don't give your kids chores, everybody that listening, I don't care how much money you get. If you don't give your kids chores, they're not gonna know responsibility.
And same
they're not gonna
thing
know
with your old,
timing.
and same thing with your old lady.
Right. Give her that
What
chore.
kind of chores
You gonna
she
milk
does that?
something in
What
there,
kind of
bro.
chores she